It's the D&E Show, produced by Jeff Cohen, MMG New York. That's right. We are broadcasting today from 600 Bay Street, downtown Toronto. I've got some fabulous co-hosts. They've already been making me laugh today. We've got our top 3 finalists for November. They are here. It's their final November audition for that chance at a contract with MMG. Model Talent and Celebrity Management. The one and only, yes, you may know him as Little X. He is Director X, and he will be here calling in on the show at around 11:30. So keep it locked. We've got a great show planned. Things are just getting started, and now I am going to introduce my special guest co-hosts, Jim Bamboulas and Emily Stranges. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for having me, too.
So great to have you here. I feel like we've done this before.
We have done this before in another life.
I think so, Jim.
I feel it.
I do, too. And Emily, it's been so great. It's been a while since you were last here. Let's update everyone. What is going on? Because I know there's some seriously amazing things going on with you.
I have just recently worked with Mr. Walter Alza, and now I'm working with Michael Caruana, and February I'm accepted to Dean Armstrong School.
Amazing.
Yep. And I just finished up a film, Lab Brats. We're like Spy Kids kind of thing. And
very cool.
Yeah.
So tell me about that role. Hold on, let's get into that role. They're like the Brats and Spy Kids put together?
No, it's like, you would think that we're kind of like bratty, but we're not. Like we're trying to help people. Like there was one that they did like washing their hands, and then this one's anti-smoking. So, and it's like a Spy Kids, so it's like we're undercover going out and following these people around and like asking them, kind of like showing them what will happen to not just you, but to the people around you, that kind of thing. So preventing
I think we need a real team of these people out there. That would really help a lot of people.
Yeah.
Wow, awesome. So that's an exciting role. That's a great character.
Yeah.
Rumor has it that you are now working on a Stephen King movie. Is this true?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. So tell me all about it.
Well, it's For the Little Children, that's what it's called, and it's produced by Morgan Muscat, and I'm an alien in it, and I'm like the head one, so.
The head alien, and
I'm still afraid of Stephen King movies at my age. I can't watch it without needing a blanket. How are you doing that?
I honestly don't know. I've never, I've heard of Stephen King, and my mom has read some of the books, I guess, and stuff like that, but I guess because like I'm only 13, so I've never really like read anything, but then now I'm seeing his name everywhere. It's like Stephen King, Stephen King, Stephen King.
Don't read it till after the movie.
Okay.
Because that could alter your performance. So what is the alien? What is this alien? Do they put prosthetics all over you? Like, how do you look as the character?
I'm an alien in disguise, so
Ah.
Demon Eye, I love that.
Perfect. Do you have to do that in the actual movie?
I don't think so.
Oh God, that would have been. You know what? Throw it in. Maybe they'll let you.
With a
See if
smile.
they'll let you. With a smile, yeah.
Yeah, Demon Eyes.
That is incredible. Well, you got so many great things on your plate, and you're one of the MMG stars. And how long have you been with MMG?
Feels like a long time. That's a good thing, though.
That is a good thing.
I think a year this January. So.
Wow, you've done a lot. You have done a lot, my dear. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Jim Bamboulas, the name I love. You know I love to say it. Bamboulas.
Bamboulas. 9 letters. You can't mistake it. It's Greek. Greek with a big nose. And yeah, it is what it is. And I'm glad you like saying it, because I got in a lot of mischief with that name when I was a kid.
Bamboulas. Do tell.
Well, essentially, you know, when you grow up in Scarborough, and it's you're one of the few Greek people at your school, and you have a letter that isn't Jones, Smith, you know, it's tough. So especially when you have big ears too, they pull your ears and they call you Dumbo. And like I was saying to you before, I don't know how they related Bamboulas with Dumbo, but that's what they did.
Well, at least your head grew and kind of balanced it all out.
Humor
you're
got me out
looking
of a lot of
symmetric. Things are looking proper.
Well, thank
so
you very
you're okay.
That's good.
You're doing well.
But humor got me out of a lot of jams with that last name. That's for sure.
Hey, you know what? Humor is a good strength. I think humor is a good
underrated.
tool. Humor is underrated.
Very underrated.
I like you, Jim Bamboulas.
They should give Oscars to comedians. They really
yes.
Because the toughest thing I feel to do is make a consistent amount of people laugh.
Right.
You can make people cry all the time. right? And it doesn't matter what it is, people are going to cry. But if you're going to laugh, that's the hardest thing. That's why Dumb and Dumber is probably some of the, one of the best comedies ever.
That is a actually, it was just on TV like a couple weeks ago. Did you catch it?
I always catch Dumb and Dumber.
I love
I
Dumb
always
and
catch
Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
It is
What's
so
the soup du
funny.
jour? It's the classic. It's a classic
Jim Carrey's
movie.
bangs alone like just make me laugh.
The space between his two.
Yeah.
That is a
It's
classic.
good times. That movie's great.
Good times.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Jim, so great. Now you were fresh back from Halifax.
Halifax, yeah.
Let's tell them all about that.
Essentially, what happened in Halifax was a Nova Scotia drinking and driving campaign.
Yes.
And not to drink and drive, obviously. And I was there with Jimmy Walker, Dynamite Jimmy Walker.
That is incredible.
K-Fed was also involved in the project.
K-Fed, like
Ed
you
the
mean
Sock.
Kevin
Yeah,
Federline.
Kevin Federline.
Can we tell the rest of the story, or
Nope.
we're getting into some hot water now, eh, Jim?
No, there's no hot water. It's just.
What, not a better place than on the D&E show.
And Ed the Sock was there too, and we just it was a kind of a slap chop, kind of Billy Mays kind of infomercial style of drinking and driving campaign for Nova Scotia.
Right, that's
Yeah.
incredible, and it's kind of amazing to me that they would use like comedians
Yeah.
for such a serious topic.
Yeah.
So there again,
Yeah.
it is underrated. Comedy is
definitely.
underrated.
It's probably going to make a, it's a big impact. Comedy makes a big impact.
Yes, it does.
And if you can put, figures like that to talk about something important like that, I mean, it makes all the difference.
Absolutely. Gosh, you guys, you got so much on your plates. You guys are doing amazing. So let's get in. This is our final competition.
All right.
This is the top 3 from November, and they are now going to do their auditions.
Let's do it.
And people are going to vote, like they always do, at thedeniseshow.vividi.com. And I always say, wait till after the performances, see them all, and see what you think, because these guys have prepared some great stuff, and they're here to do their best. So we're going to start right now. We've got our YouTube submission. He was our first round 1 winner of November, Mr. Sammy C. He's from New Jersey. He's 9 years old. Here is his final submission.
I am Sammy C. My first music teacher was Mark Momus. I was 5 years old. My arms were too short for a straight soprano saxophone, so Mark taught me on the recorder.
Improvising. Try again.
7.5 years old, I joined the New York Jazz Academy. And I was the youngest member ever. Spoke a few lines on a song for a rap group called The Block.
This kid, he came up to me and he said,
I wish I had a father like yours.
"Serious? I'm so serious.
Kids,
I
it's
mean,
hard, man.
these kids, they don't really know what's going on in the world right now. So I'm just,
I think we should talk to him. We should show him, right?
I like to sing, especially John Mayer's song. I like to write songs, and someday I would like to be a songwriter. Me and all my friends were all misunderstood. They stand for nothing, and there's no way we ever could. Now we see everything that's going wrong. With the world and those who lead it, gotta rise above and beat it. Waiting on the world to change. We keep waiting on the world to change. It's hard to beat the system when you're standing at a distance. So we keep waiting on the world to change. I gotta practice now, and I you'll vote for me.
Yes, Sammy C, 9 years old from New Jersey. That is his submission. Absolutely creative, very talented, waiting on the world to change. Great job, Sammy. I know you're watching at home in New Jersey with your parents, your friends, your family. Great job. To vote for Sammy C, after all the performers, again, you go to the Denise Show, DANISE, show.viviti, VIVITI.com, and you can cast your vote. Speaking of, I think Sammy mentioned he wants to do some songwriting. Well, we're going to be inspired today by a songwriter. He's a major producer. He's grown up in the spotlight, and we love him. Here's an inspirational piece about one of the greatest producers of our time.